Okay, so it seems like Wuthering Waves cannot stop winning. Now, this was actually a post that came out from the Wuthering Waves development team, and this is pretty much a page run by the developers, by the Kuro Games devs or whatever, and they say, "We're thrilled to share that Wuthering Waves has been honored as Mobile Game of the Year at the Gaming on Phone Awards 2024. We'll strive to bring you even more unforgettable experiences and exciting content in the future." Now, obviously, this award show was a little bit of a while ago. It happened on the 6th of December, and Wuthering Waves actually won ahead of some other games, for example, like AFK Journey and Zelda Zone Zero, which again is a massive achievement. Now, it seems like obviously Wuthering Waves have gotten their like award like trophy thing in the mail, so that's why they're making this post a little bit late, but it is really cool to see that they are doing good. And I just wanted to make this video to talk about some of the successes of Wuthering Waves and also how the ratings are going for them, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how Wuthering Waves is getting along, especially ever since Rinascita. Now, obviously, this award right here was way before Rinascita even came out, so it's really good to see that people have been enjoying it even before version 2.0, and I can't wait to see what people kind of vote and how people kind of like judge it whenever whenever version 2.0 is fully like in force, because obviously version 2.0 is out at the moment, but we haven't had any like game awards really afterwards, apart from one of them which is actually out at the moment, which is the DICE Awards. Now, obviously I talked about this on my main channel, where Wuthering Waves have actually also been nominated for best mobile game or mobile game of the year, whatever you want to call it, and it's actually up against Balatro, so there's going to be a lot of PTSD from people from the game awards, because again, it's absolutely crazy that they've both been nominated once again. But I feel like Wuthering Waves could have a pretty good chance, especially with Rinascita. I hope that they do include the fact that Rinascita is like a, part of the game, and that they do kind of include it in their judgment whenever it comes to the game. And, a lot of people were very skeptical in my first video about, what is actually the DICE Awards? Who cares? Like, I've never even heard of this company. Well, this is pretty much the equivalent of the Oscars of like games, which is actually pretty cool. It's like a whole Academy Institute thing, which again, absolutely amazing that they've been doing so well. But how have they actually been doing with a lot of the players? Because obviously it's great winning all of these awards, being nominated for all of this stuff. But how are they actually doing? Well, if we go over to the rating on the PS5, they're actually currently rated at a 4.36, sorry. They have 9.3 thousand ratings, which again is absolutely amazing. So it means there's almost 10,000 people that have played the, at least guaranteed played the game, but there's probably even more that haven't even rated it. I'm a person who doesn't really care about rating games that much on like stores. So I'm sure there is way more than 10,000 people that are playing this game at the moment. And it seems like, to be fair, there is a pretty big disparity between the five-star ratings and the one-star ratings. You can see here, it says 79% 5-star ratings and then 12% 1-star. So it seems like the 1-stars are what's kind of dragging it down, but it does have to, it does have a very positive kind of outlook in the moment. Obviously, whenever we looked at this a couple of weeks ago, this was way higher, and I think people were currently getting over the honeymoon phase. And obviously I've talked about a lot of the issues that Wuthering Waves has had on the PS5. There's a lot of people who have been playing on PS5 who have been experiencing overheating issues and also been experiencing some kind of frame drops and stuff like that, which again could be the reason for why we're actually seeing some of these ratings and actually like seeing it go so low. But also the reason why we're seeing so many 5-star ratings at the moment is because of the success of Rinascita. We can't deny that Rinascita was an absolutely amazing update. Obviously, the story was amazing, the world was amazing, the combat was amazing, pretty much everything was amazing, and people were very excited to kind of get involved in that, especially a lot of the PS5 users who, haven't even touched the game yet. PS5 literally came out this update in the Rinascita update, and it seems like people are really enjoying it. Now, obviously, a lot of these other like 1-star reviews could be from some people just trying to downplay it. Obviously, there's a lot of people in the gacha community, especially, who like to just like rate stuff down. Like, either A, because they have an issue with like one thing in the game, so they feel like they should, rate it 1 star because there is one issue, or B, because it's another kind of community brigading it, Genshin, who don't really like the fact that Wuthering Waves are doing so good. So again, it could be both of those issues, and we've seen it, for example, with Genshin Impact, of them getting review bombed. So again, not too bad though at the moment, because it's 4.36, which is again a really positive score to see, and it seems like they are doing really good. But let's go over to Google Play, which is another, this is the mobile kind of indicator, and they're actually at a 4.5. Now, previously they've been at like a 4.9, so they have dropped down quite a bit, but this also might be due to the fact that there's actually more people, there's more eyes on the game, there's more people actually playing this game, which means there's more people rating it, which means, the rating kind of average is going to go down a little bit, because yeah, there's just more people. Now, this has 264,000 reviews, which again is absolutely crazy. That's an insane amount. And as you can see here, there is a similar disparity in terms of their stars. So you can see that there is some kind of correlation between, you know, people who rated 5-star and 1-star. You know, the same with the PS5 rating as well. 1-star, 5-star, which again is absolutely crazy. And obviously if we go to the reviews and stuff, there's been a lot of positive reviews, especially recently, which I think has actually bumped up the score. For example, this guy saying Genshin could never, probably the best game, even if you're unlucky with 50/50s and it's free to play. This game has a free to play main character, and the second element of Rover, aka Havoc Rover, is at least top 5 highest damage dealers in the game if built correctly. I don't know if that's exactly true, but hey, it's good to see. The story is absolute cinema. Edit, all the bugs I've experienced so far was totally resolved in 2.0, which again is really good to see, because it means that Kuro games have been improving a lot of the issues that mobile players have been having, or even PlayStation players have been having, or literally any player has been having, because obviously the game's not perfect. Obviously there's a couple bugs in it, obviously there's a couple issues which people have been having, and Wuthering Waves have been going back and actually fixing these, and obviously people are editing their kind of reviews and making them 5 stars to say the bugs that they've experienced so far is now fixed. And they say now I can screen record with 0 issues, more stable FPS, and it doesn't heat up my phone most of the time. Still generous on rewards in the game, and I'm enjoying quality of life features. I just wish the app size wasn't so big, but again, I feel like it's nothing compared to the Hoi game. So yeah, it seems like people have been, you know, enjoying it a little bit more. They say, hi, after playing the other gacha games, I got to say this game is fantastic, but I only faced new problems like please add gyro aiming that will help mobile players a lot, and other one is lagging FPS drops, which is a big issue. So it seems like a lot of the issues that people were having with the Wuthering Waves Android version, at least, well, because obviously, you know, this is the Android version, is the kind of performance. So maybe if Wuthering Waves could work on that in terms of the optimization. I feel like this has been an issue with the mobile thing in general. It seems like people aren't mad at it though, because people are saying in those reviews, I didn't really like the fact that my frames are dropping, things like that, but they still rated it 5 stars, which means they've really enjoyed the game so far, and maybe it isn't that kind of game breaking as some people were saying it is. It's just like a kind of little annoying thing, which maybe they could fix, and maybe that is just down to the phone that they're running it on, because again, mobile, there's a big spectrum on like what you run it on. You could be running it on like the newest phone and it will run perfectly fine, but if you try to run it on like your old ass like 2013 phone, then maybe it's not going to run as well. And so some people are going to have a little bit of a skewed perspective, and obviously some people are just dumb and don't realize that maybe it's time to get an upgrade on your phone, because Wuthering Waves is definitely a very graphically intense game. So yeah, overall it seems very cool that a lot of this stuff has been going on. As I said, the Gaming on Phone Awards, really great that they've actually gotten the award in the mail. Now, obviously, the DICE Awards, again, really cool. Almost the equivalent of like an Academy Award. So that's really nice to see. And so far, the ratings look pretty good for Wuthering Waves in general. So it looks like a very positive for the future, and hopefully we can see even more stuff coming to the game in the future and then winning even more awards. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think that Wuthering Waves deserves a lot of this, or do you think that maybe, you know, some things could be improved a little bit? Again, a lot of the reviews seem to be pretty positive. There's a couple things that, you know, some people thought could change, but overall it seemed to be pretty positive. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also go game subs, use my code KAZA, get 10% off, and yeah, I'll see you guys